So there was an ice storm in Texas. Can you hear the chainsaws in the background? Probably. Anyway, we're going to walk around the yard and see how bad it is. I think we completely lost 2 cedars and probably 1 oak. I'm not 100% sure. That's just what I could see out the windows. So we're going to walk around and we're going to figure that out today. Behind me, this is an oak branch that's on the side of our yard. So let's see what else we find. All right, we're going to start in the front here. We've got this lovely cluster of trees. It's oaks with a cedar or 2 in there. So it looks like we're going to have some cutting to do here to cut down some branches. But overall, this big oak here in the front did really, really well. I'm very happy with it. This one here, that's a live oak, that big one. See, I do know a thing or two, but not a lot. This is some other oak. This one did lose some branches and actually has a couple of dead branches on it from the last freeze that maybe we're going to see if we can take the opportunity to cut them off. This combination of trees right here in the front, not too much fell off of this one. This one looks pretty good. Most of the devastation is in the back, but I mean, you can see there's just like branches all over our yard. Here, the one that's up close near the house, the oak, that one, there's branches way up top that got torn up, so I don't know how we're going to deal with that. I think this tree right here, this skinny one here, I think this is oak. I think this one was mostly dead after the last freeze a couple years ago in 21, but there was some ball moss growing on there, but that's about it. So this tree might be a loss, but that one might have been dead already. Here's a cedar. This one is fried. That'll be a big cut. We might even lose that whole trunk there. I don't know. Yeah, when you get this big into the trunk like that, into the core of the tree, I don't know how well they'll rally afterwards. Cedars, I really don't care, but they make a lot of shade. This oak on the side of the house, this one did pretty good. It lost a bunch of little branches, you can see here, just some little stuff, nothing major. Some stuff up there. Looks like some of these branches that were pretty damaged last time finally took a dump. But that one might be done. That tree's okay. This little oak, this one died in the last freeze, and we'll just have to pull it out. It's done. This cedar took a beating. Look at that way up there. Holy cow. It's just big, giant branches everywhere. Alright, so look, I just came around to the backyard. This is our backyard. We'll just do a little panorama for you. They're just falling branches everywhere. This tree right in front of me, that one, like I said, I think that one died also in the big freeze a couple years ago. So this one here with the bark falling off of it, this one here with the bark falling off of it did have some new growth on it last year, so I don't know, but I think this one's dead. And then this little guy, I don't understand this tree at all. This little stick of a tree, but this was like all leaves and all a branch that actually did something last year. So I don't know if this little guy will make it, but we'll see. So that's cedar. We're gonna go back towards the fence line with the ranch. This oak lost a couple of really big branches, so we'll probably have to cut that whole limb off. My neighbor's getting his chainsaw ready. I think all the fence line trees are good. I'm really mostly just looking to see if any fell on the fence. That's an active branch behind us. Oh, here a big branch fell. This is a big cedar branch that fell. A better view of the twisting I was talking about. You can see it just twisted, and the fibers of the tree got all stretched. It's kind of cool, but devastating at the same time. So that whole stalk will go. We'll just cut that right off. Wow, that's so dry. We've been in such a drought. This has been open to the air for like 2 days, and it feels like I could burn it already. It would still smoke like crazy, but It's very, very dry. Now this I've been waiting to see up close. This is a cluster of oaks we have in our backyard, and that branch right there is like being held up by all these other branches, but it's definitely dead. And part of this one next to it is also dead. This tree did great because it just, when the weight came on it, it just sank the branches and they rested right on the roof, which was nice. So this tree didn't get near as damaged as it could have, but it looks like way up there, part of it broke. We'll have to get someone who climbs trees with a chainsaw to get that one down. Wow. Okay, we got some big cedar branches here. That's a little cedar tree. We had a huge cedar tree just behind it that fell down. It just straight up fell down 2 years ago. Ooh, oak branches. Let's see what we have. Oak branch. Where'd that come from? Oh, that came from way up there. Yikes. Oh, that's gonna put a hurting on that oak. I think the way that my truck was iced and everything, I feel like the ice came from this direction. So it's not a surprise at all that this whole tree line right here is just a disaster. So I'm walking on my neighbor's yard a little bit. I was just riding my mountain bike through here the other day. Ugh. Well, there's a lot there. That's all we're going to say. My goodness gracious. And then this is the one we are the most devastated about. That oak in kind of the middle. I don't know that that's going to make it. So we'll see what happens. But for today, we're just going to do some clearing, take some stuff to the end of the driveway, and see what we can do to make it better. Talk to you later.